Objection! Hello everybody, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. 1 day trial, 1 day investigation. Sort of an anomaly within the Phoenix Wright series. You don't get this much, and I don't think ever again, that you have to complete it in 1 day.
Yeah.
And how far have we gotten so far?
Maya doesn't get kidnapped again?
In fact, the judge almost just tried to end the trial on the last episode, and Phoenix begged him to stop.
And
Edgeworth was ready.
Saved us, right?
Kind of working on our side in this. So a fresh chapter, but the same day. So it's March 22nd. Oh, wow. We're getting kind of close to an overlap with them right now.
We'll be at PAX.
How interesting. All right.
I love stuff like that.
What's his voice?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian... You can probably do his voice.
Who?
You can do Michael Jackson, Ben.
Dude, I can't believe that, Adrian. No way. Not cool and collected, Adrian Andrews.
She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who has easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony, during the break, huh?
Yeah, guys, our Michael Jackson very much is the South Park Michael Jackson.
I really want him to get angry so I can do like...
And the South Park Michael Jackson is, as you're saying, very much like Cartman. So
yeah, it really is.
It's not really our fault.
Yeah.
All right.
I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See, she could have also easily planted that blood, covered the button in your comma.
Blood covered.
Whatever.
Because she was the one that came to wake me up?
Fuck, I hate him.
Then, dude, you're saying it really was her?
Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Correa.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you'll see by the time the trial's over. It'll be all right. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today. So Phoenix thinks that she has her own agenda because she thinks that Juan caused her sister to kill herself?
No,
or
had
her
this
friend?
suicide note of her mentor, Celeste.
But she blamed Juan for her suicide, didn't she?
Well, Juan found her, Celeste, and was the only one that could have taken the suicide note because there's like the missing suicide note.
So
There's a lot still to come out
Plus
of it.
impacts. Thank you.
All right.
Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude.
Oh yeah! Whoa! We get a full day of Mia dressed as Pearly in her tiny, tiny little clothes.
That's why her tits are busting out.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just got that?
Yeah.
After how many games and her transforming into different people, you finally got that?
Yeah.
Huh. That's gotta be satisfying.
Yeah.
I would have liked it if it was super accurate. Like, actually pearly-sized clothes with her in them, just like tatters. And she tries to cover up, but I've seen everything.
I've already seen everything.
Phenox, you think her motive is related to Celestine Pax's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impax for her strength and will to live. But then Miss Impax suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note, and the person thought to have hidden it is Juan Correa, the victim of this murder. And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Correa. All to get the suicide note back. That sounds plausible, but one thing bothers me. What? Who was it that first told us about their relationship?
old bag?
No. She did. She told us about it. Adrian Andrews told us about it. So that kind of screws with her. She would try to hide that. Didn't she? Wasn't it her? Unless
it was.
Maybe she wants to get cut, but you're gonna get hit for.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit for those all caps. Better stated, Miss Andrews' codependency with regards to Miss Impacts. It was Edgeworth. Whoa, what? When? When did Edgeworth tell us about that? I don't remember. It's been like 2 weeks since we played this.
You know what? It was Edgeworth.
Was it? When did you do it?
When we were in the court, in the precinct.
Huh. Well, there you go. Thanks for the refresher, Mia.
Yeah, dude.
It looks like he's still the one in command of the shop. Don't let your guard down yet.
Oh, but he's helping.
Mia, I can see so much of your gigantic
so much
udders.
They just, really are udders.
Yeah, they're just hanging.
Utterly awesome.
They're utterly udders.
Your
breasts are utterly hanging out.
The suicide report and that second part of the suicide report, remember that?
Oh yeah. He was like, I've got some things. All right.
Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by the court, Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Corrida's room. What is your occupation?
I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Marangard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing. And would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
Oh.
You know what? I was at the dollar store and they have like these little popcorn containers, solid popcorn containers, and I was like, fuck, I need that for Phoenix, right? All right. I'll get you that.
Someday, Ben's gonna have to move out just so we can fill his room with props and have like racks
giant
of shelves.
popcorn containers.
Yeah.
All right.
And like novelty everything, novelty size, and be
We
like
need somewhere to put that giant purple dildo.
Yeah.
yeah, on a bat. Mad about shoe. We'll have a giant shoe. You know, I just watched that sketch on things like that, and I really get jealous. I want to have novelty size
that giant shoe.
Everything.
Still no slide whistle.
Oh, we need a slide whistle.
Yeah.
Fine. Oh god.
Yeah.
And one of those horns.
All right.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I never even heard of Gossipland.
She didn't say Gossipland.
What the
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Ben, can you turn that off?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah.
To interrupt. It's quite hot.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. One moment. I have to fix the edges of the screen. The Wii U gives a bit more black border than the Wii did for some reason.
Damn you, Wii U. Train whistles are cool. Maybe I could get one of them. They're friggin' everywhere.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. It wasn't a train, though. Never mind. Okay.
That didn't fix it.
Oops, sorry. Bam. Okay.
Oh, that fixed it.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relationship to the victim.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
That's a smuggler.
Yeah.
So it is a fry and bait matter. Or was it a bait and fry? Reminds me of fishing.
What are you fucking
What the fuck
talking
is
about?
wrong with the judge?
I have no idea what that means, Judge. It must be a lost in translation thing, because that makes no sense to me.
But I didn't kill him.
No one has accused you of that.
I've got a feeling someone will soon.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Mrs. Andrews.
Very well then, witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Do we need to hear any of this? I mean, we know what the facts are, or whatever.
She'll give us something new.
Testimony, When I Found the Body by Adrian Andrews.
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room.
Try to act like you're a bit more out of breath, like, so tired, anybody want to dance type voice.
Okay.
After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock.
Da?
No, that's just actually out of breath. It's dance. Anyone want to dance? What I saw was naturally the exact same scene. So try that.
What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yes. Sadly, I don't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime.
Didn't.
And I was disturbed. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing.
And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Fenax. Safe. She is one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt a pace. Disrupt her pace? I don't even know her. She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. You have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
When I found the body. Okay. It was time for the show to start. I went to get Matt from his room. Oops. Okay. Pressing. Ooh. Hold it. And that's when Mr.
You have to turn that down so they can hear it through the TV.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Babies everywhere.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
A really long time.
Oh?
Oh, you're almost out of batteries.
Okay, we're just gonna get new batteries now.
They're inside the house.
Okay, guess we're gonna be back in a little bit. This is a little break here. Be back. Okay, and what was Mr. Ungard doing at the time?
He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony.
Mr. Ungard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes?
Excuse me? It? What are you?
Too mean? Too angry?
No, I don't know. Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence with a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Ungard's knife from his room?
No.
Subject, verb, object, right. Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. Fucker.
After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay. And why did you do that?
For sweet loving. It's a friendly gesture.
Ad-libbing?
What?
Becky? Continue.
It's a friendly gesture. One was to make an appearance with the other heroes.
So the show is supposed to be a show of friendship, huh? I'll press further. Is that the only reason?
I beg your pardon. What are you implying?
You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you wanted more to discuss with the victim.
Sorry, but I don't have any intentions in mind at that time. Didn't.
I can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. May we continue now, witness? What did you see when you got to his room? Dead body, I was in shock. You were in shock?
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. They just keep lobbing these comments at her. She's just kind of, testifying normally.
Yeah, dude.
She is a smart cookie. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Corrida. After all, he was a brown man. What? I was just... That's not me saying it! I'm making a joke that, Phoenix was being like, why would he assume that she had no feelings for Corrida?
Sounded like you said it that
Because he's
time.
a wiener.
He said, I think it's pretty clear that she didn't have feelings for him. I see no reason why it was clear. What
That's
made it
true.
clear that she had no feelings for him?
It's true.
There's nothing. Unless you're like, oh, they don't make a good match. And it can't be age, because even though he looks old. So unless he's insinuating that he's ugly, which he wasn't, he was a handsome man, he must be saying it couldn't have been because he was brown. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock.
I was thinking that she was gay too.
What? Oh, you think Celeste impacts in her?
Yeah.
Carpet lickers?
But I don't think so. Fuck. Oh, fresh.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked? Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
Yeah, totally.
I see.
But I thought it was
Naturally, the exact same scene as in the crime photo. That's wrong. I know that we can prove that wrong. This is the photo you're referring to, correct?
That's one change. Faux show.
Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest.
And the guitar case was like this too?
Yes, it was open and empty, of course.
And then, what did you do next, witness? I'm coming back to that. Andrews,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
coming back to that statement!
Totally.
Okay, I felt as though I was about to faint. Poured a glass of juice. Juice?
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
She contradicts herself right there.
Why?
Well, just saying that she...
Oh, that it's... No.
Isn't that the-
She said it's exactly the same as in the photo, which includes the juice. Yeah.
Right.
But she said she saw the exact same thing. Are we all saying the same
Yeah,
thing?
I thought she said that the crime scene as she came upon it was the exact same.
As in the photo?
Yeah,
Oh, so that contradicts the juice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And her next statement contradicts
That's true.
the previous statement.
Do you think we have to do that
idiot.
first then?
I don't know.
Okay. But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself a glass of delicious juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake, that one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind, it's no big deal.
What was she starting to say just now? What did she just say completely again?
There was just one thing that she did wrong.
Okay.
But I think that could have been just like touching the juice, man.
All right. Miss Andrews! I am convinced that you said you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. Do they take records in Japanese court? What I really want to know is what this mistake was!
Actually, so would I.
I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser.
I farted.
Pretty girls fart, according to Mythbusters.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
Where's the flower vase? Maybe it's on the ground? Oh, there are flowers on the ground.
So she's saying that when she happened upon the scene, the flower vase was on the dresser, unbroken, even though everything else from the dresser was on the ground. They somehow, in their struggle, missed the vase. That doesn't make sense either.
No.
Nice caboose
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
Andrews.
it's quite
Quite
the
the stance,
stance.
yeah.
She's got like some Lululemon pants on there, I think. Yoga pants.
The flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo?
Oh, fuck. I just looked that up.
This mess of glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser. But when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case.
Why did you withhold such important piece of information?
Ugh, I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just part of another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else.
Maybe she did.
I was the one who knocked the flower vase over, where it fell onto the guitar case.
Okay, so something's fishy here about the whole flower vase and the drinking juice and laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.